Today we're drawing a Demogorgon from Stranger Things by special request. So to get started, you'll need a red, a darker red, a gray, and a black, a pencil and an eraser, and a black marker. So start at the top of your page, and we're going to do the head, which has 5 points like a star, and each point is sort of like a petal, or it could look like a flower. And keep in mind, if you need to pause, make sure you pause at any time to catch up. Once you've done that, we're going to draw a V underneath. And then I started by drawing the shoulders. I did a through line just to make sure that the shoulders are on the same level. I don't want one to be way higher or way lower than the other one. And then I went ahead and drew the chest, and it's gonna end up looking a little bit like a smiley face. Once you have that complete, then we're gonna draw the rib cage area. And then we're gonna draw the abs. So this Demogorgon has a 4-pack. So I did another through line, top to bottom, and then some rounded shapes around it. And then you can finish this in with the stomach shape around that. Next, I did the hips, which is sort of like a upside down triangle shape, but each corner is very soft, a very soft corner. Coming out of each side, we're going to draw the legs. So the legs are a little bit tough to draw. Take your time with this. So that's the knee. And then I'm going to draw a bump there for the leg muscle, and then another bump that goes all the way down, and a 90-degree angle to the left, and then a triangle for the toe claw. That's another claw. Then I drew more of the muscle coming down in a bump shape. And then I swooped it to connect with the bottom part. So it kind of looks like a triangle. The leg on the right hand side's a bit different. The foot will be facing towards us, the viewer. So you're still going to start out by drawing the leg in the same way, but the knee and the calf muscle are going to look a bit different. So I'm drawing the knee shape here, and that is going to be the calf muscle. So there's the knee, and then the muscle is going to pop out to the side. And then I did 3 big semicircles, like 3 claws, and then one that comes out the side. This one was tricky to draw because it's a fictional character and it's a little bit cartoony, but it still uses a lot of the elements of human anatomy. So when I was drawing the arms, I actually ended up using, like, I drew ovals for each section of the arm to help me figure out what proportion to draw them in. So as you can see here, there's an oval for the bicep, an oval for the forearm, and an oval for where I think the hand should go. And then again on this side, I'm going to do 3 ovals. That's going to be the bicep, another oval for the forearm, and another oval for where the hand's going to go. Once you have those mapped out, you can go in and draw more in detail the actual shape of what you want. But I needed to do that to help me sort of figure out how to draw out these arms. All right, so finishing up the claw hand over here. Now that we have it all drawn out, we can go in with our black marker and outline all the pieces that we like, or all the lines that we like. And I gotta be honest, there's a lot of pencil marks on here that I can't wait to erase. So I got a bit excited and went in with my black marker. I'm just gonna speed this part up a bit. I realized that I forgot to do the details in the head. So I went back in with my pencil and I drew a circle in the middle and then 2 lines on each leaf shape. And then I went in with my marker and outlined that. I also added in little triangles like teeth. All right, now that we got everything outlined with our black marker, we can get in there and erase all the leftover pencil marks and clean it up. So I started with the lighter of the 2 reds and I colored in the head shape with that red. Then I got my darker red and I just enforced that inside of the mouth part and then around the inner circle, almost like a shading. And then I did some of it along the edge as well, of each leaf shape. Again, just like a little bit of extra shading. So then I went in with the gray and I drew these shapes, which I don't know if they're going to show up very well. But basically, I'm drawing these sort of bubbly shapes, and I'm going to be keeping those white so that we have a highlight in certain areas, and I'm going to color around them. And then finally, I grab my black and I'm going to go in and do some final shading. And that's our Demogorgon. I really did my best, and I hope that you did too. And you know what? If it doesn't look exactly like this, that is totally fine. Everybody draws a little bit different. Thanks so much for the request. I hope that you enjoyed drawing this with me.